Hi there and welcome back to Renovation further east. As you all know, Laszlo works as a managing director of an ice cream manufacturer in Berlin. In consequence, this means that every summer when I've got 6 weeks off, he's having high season in his business. So we barely find some time to spend, let alone going on holiday together. This time we had exactly 7 days. So we rented a camper van to explore the German Sea. At least that was the plan until we received a phone call from Budapest. For 8 years now, Laszlo owns an apartment in this wonderful Art Nouveau building. The apartment is his link to his home country. Living in Germany for 16 years now, he always wanted to have a place to call his own in his favorite city. It's just 1 bedroom, a living room, kitchen and bath. But enough space to call home, located in one of the nicest parts of the city. To cover the costs, we usually rent it out to visiting students who study 1 or 2 terms at one of Budapest's universities. Back then, this place was a ruin when Laszlo bought it years ago. So, of course, as you all know us, we renovated it completely. Added a new kitchen, central heating, renovated the bathroom, painted the entire place, sanded the parquet floors, and so on and so forth. Normally, this would be the best place to spend some time together and relax. But we received a worrying phone call from the caretaker of our building. The neighbor directly underneath our apartment complained that he'd have a huge water stain on his ceiling, directly under our shower. So we contacted the tenant that stayed here at this time and asked him if there was any damage on the shower. He denied. After some time, he confessed that he'd like to, I quote, take some time when showering. We asked him how long he usually showers, and he answered 45 minutes, sometimes twice a day. In consequence, it was this strange habit that washed away the entire grout out of the joints and allowed water to drain into the wall. Once the tenant left, we had to put up desiccators for weeks to get rid of all the moisture inside this brick wall. This is the rear of the wall. Everything was so wet that even the paint started to flake. So, time to get hands dirty and solve the problem. The Hungarian version of a home center. While Laszlo took an angle grinder to remove the remains of the old grout, it was my job to take care of the other side of the wall. This dust was everywhere. It even seems to go directly through closed doors. After 2 hours of dirt and dust and one broken tile, everything that had to be removed was removed and the walls finally ready for repair. Luckily, we found a spare tile somewhere in the attic, so it was an easy fix. This naked Santa, by the way, is my father-in-law. But to be fair, it was in the middle of summer and around 38 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside. course, the wall in the pantry needed a fresh coat of plaster before painting. And sanding. And even more sanding. Finally, everything looked nearly brand new. The apartment was clean and spotless and ready to rent out again. So, we called it quits. And hit the road again. Visited Vienna for a schnitzel. Headed to Prague for sightseeing and culture. And of course, traveled across Central Europe and enjoyed ourselves. So, now you know what we did last summer. And the new season of Renovation East starts right away with a big bang. The bad news is that Laszlo and me decided this summer that it's time for a change in our life. No, we are not separating, we are still together, but we are going to leave the tiny house behind and find a new place to call home. But the good news is, now I definitely have to finish everything to make the place ready for sale. And this means for you more regular content. I'm going to tell you more about our plans in the next episodes. Wow, that's what I'd call a cliffhanger, right?